So America has some of the best universities in the world, but they're also some of the most expensive. And a big question that students ask is, how am I going to pay for it? Good news is that there's scholarship and funding available, not just for undergrad, but also for masters as well. Hey friends, welcome to China Coaching. Rob here, and we love helping international students and professionals be more successful on their cross-cultural journeys. We want to help you guys how to better fund and get money and scholarships for your study abroad experience. And our good friend Gaurav today is going to share all about that. Gaurav, go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
Hey Rob, thank you so much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to speak about scholarships. My name is Gaurav. I graduated from Cleveland State University. I come from Vadodara, Gujarat in India. I graduated in 2017 December, and after that I worked in New York as a structural engineer, and currently I'm working as a project manager in Manhattan on various government projects. I came to United States in 2016. And from there, it has been like today's second date, but on 31st or 1st, I landed in 2016. So I completed like around 5 years here on the soil of United States. And it's pretty amazing how things change and how am I here right now. So it was a good experience seeing how those 5 years went.
And in those 5 years, America has changed so much as well, I'm sure. And Gaurav, who studied structural engineering, we're going to be making another video about his structural engineering experience. So be sure to check that out if you want to learn about structural engineering, doing the Masters in Engineering in America and the job scope. That'll be really helpful. But today we're going to focus on scholarships. This video is sponsored by Foreign Admits, one of the most trusted platforms for career counseling and study abroad guidance for students and working professionals. Be sure to check out their new Dream Big Scholarship Initiative, offering $1 million worth of scholarships. They also offer special mentoring and guidance for Ivy League college aspirants. Link in video description to learn more. So first of all, Gaurav, what type of scholarships and funding exists out there for international students to come to America?
Many of the students I have interacted with, or many of the international students, they think that you have to be you don't have to be a football star player or a very famous person to get scholarship. And also you don't have to get like very high-end GPA in order to get a scholarship. There are many more opportunities available at US universities because there are 4,000 plus universities, plus every university has their own scholarship program. And also there are many more websites which I'll be telling you, which you should apply to, or you can know the criteria. Being said that, there are 4 different types of scholarship which international students can apply to. One of the kind is the merit-based scholarship. Merit-based has another sub parts of it. It's like academic scholarship, then you have average performance scholarship, and then you have sports scholarship. So in academic, what happens is they give you scholarship based on your GRE SAT scores. And then average performance scholarship is the one in which they give you scholarship based on your academic performance. Like suppose you're going for masters, then they give you based on your GPAs of your bachelors. And then sports scholarship is if you're an athlete and you want to come and study for any sports degree in United States, they have their own criteria in which you might be eligible and you might be getting. So many people who try to come for here in a sports background, they don't know that such kind of scholarship exists, but they do exist and they give out to international students. You just have to be aware of it and you have to apply for the university. So that was a merit-based scholarship. The second scholarship is need-based scholarship, is based on your financial situations. Like suppose you come from a background which is not that of a great and you are struggling to pay your tuition fees, then those kind of scholarships can help you pay your fundings towards your tuition fees. Most probably they are available to the citizens, but there are some universities which give out to international students. So you must check that out and you must contact your university and figure it out if those scholarships are given to the international students or not.
I'll add one thing, Gaurav. So in America, we call that affirmative action, where there's special programs and scholarship and funding for people from different economic levels, if you're coming from a poorer family or from different minority groups, that giving some benefit and help there. Kind of similar to what the idea of reservations in India. Again, most of those, like you said, are for American citizens, but there are a few available for international students. But again, you guys will have to research that.
Correct. As you say, research is your best option because you have to explore and find out the best suitable and which you are eligible to apply. So that those were the 2. The number 3 would be school-specific individual scholarship, which is based on, again, your coursework. And suppose you are an engineering student, that's what mine was, like teaching assistantship, graduate assistantship. So it depends on your GPA and your specific coursework background. So I will come to the point how to apply and like how to contact the professors or the school for that, but telling it short that those scholarship, you can get it based on your academics and your coursework you are selecting. So most of the engineering students are eligible for that. You have to have certain criteria, certain background. So even the professor can give you a research assistantship to work with the professors in specific field if you have such background, and also if you're interested to know more about that program. So those are another type of scholarship which you should research, and if you are eligible for that, you should apply. And that's like a best scholarship because they give you a lot of funding, like half of the tuition fee or maybe $4,000, $5,000 a semester in teaching assistantship position. So that's very much helpful. The last one I would say is government funded scholarship. Now there are two big kinds of government funded scholarship. The one is Fulbright foreign student program, which is given to the graduate students who do 1-year degree in the United States. These are available for all the fields other than the medication. So if you're an engineering student or an art student or an MBA program, you can get this Fulbright foreign student scholarship, which is government funded scholarship. And the second one is Hubert Humphrey Fellowship Program, which is done for the professionals who are planning to come here to study for around 10 months or so. So these two are government funded and you can apply if you want. And there are many more other scholarships which you might get it on internet, but these four, which I told you, are the most basic and common and very important because there are more chances of you getting into any of those scholarships than the other one. So do check out this. And if you have any questions, Rob is here, I'm here, we can help you out.
Definitely. To recap, I'm going to try and remember them. First is the merit-based. Second is the need-based. Third is the university or college specific. And then fourth is the government funded, correct?
Correct, accurate.
Awesome, I remembered it. Great,
Yeah.
Gaurav, that's so good. Like for me, in my undergraduate experience, I did petroleum engineering at the University of Tulsa, a very expensive private school, but a very generous school of scholarships. So I actually had 3 scholarships when I was there. I had an academic merit-based, I got departmental-based, so I actually got scholarship from the petroleum engineering department that actually went up every year if I kept a good GPA. And then I also had music scholarship. I was in the band. And so even though I wasn't a music major, I got a few $1,000s every year just for being in the band that helped pay the bills. So you can even combine multiple scholarships to help go towards your funding, which is really helpful.
Yeah, because whenever an international student decides to come here and when the currency, you know how India is, the currency rate is too much high as compared to US. I mean, you have to pay a lot of money to come and study. So the best one is to search for scholarship. And many students I have seen, they just apply to universities from consultancies or just by themselves without even researching about your options of scholarship because they think that they won't be eligible, but that's not true. Many websites are there where they can just input their data as if you are making a matrimonial site, you know, your age, this, that. It just fill out some application, your GPAs and stuff, and you will be knowing that if you're eligible or not.
Yeah, and we'll have some links in the video description for all these good resources for you guys. Check that out. So next question, Gaurav, is when to approach? So when should people start applying and looking for scholarships, and when are those opportunities happening for students?
So I would say that there are 2 kinds of applications. I would recommend that first one is online to assist yourself. So when you get your GRE scores or when you are trying to apply for US universities, like you are preparing for your GRE, so you should go online. And there are many websites which are scholarships.com, capex.com, shag.com, then fastweb.com. So those websites you just make, as I was explaining earlier, you make your profile, you input your data and expected GRE score. If you don't have the GRE score yet, then you should write your GRE score over there and all your academic or extracurricular activities, whichever you gave, and make an account. And these websites are free. They will evaluate your profile and will give you options that, okay, these are the options, you are eligible, so you can apply for the scholarship. So this you should do when you're planning to apply for GRE. I mean, you are planning to give your exam or when you have your GRE and TOEFL scores ready. So when you have those ready, then you will be able to identify and apply for this scholarships by knowing that what is eligible and what is not. And the other one I would say, which is very important, is contacting your university and professors. You know that suppose you have to go in a certain field, like in civil engineering, I knew that I had to go in structural engineering. So I researched my university options and I know that I wanted to get into this university. So what you go is you go into the university's profile, go into your department section and look for the professors. If something is aligning your match, like suppose some professor is there who is researching in your interest topic, then email to him that you are interested in this so and so program and you will love to assist him because it's a common interest between you guys. So that would help a lot. And also, if the professor thing doesn't work out, then you have to email your department, the secretary of department. They will help you out. They will tell you deadlines and the timeline. So those are very important, because if you miss the deadline or the time frame on application, you won't be able to get it. And as an international student, you should know that everyone might have a good score in their bachelor's if you're applying for master's, and it becomes very competitive to get those kind of scholarships. So it's very important to contact professors and university regarding that. And the best time would be as soon as you know which university you are going, you should shoot an email to professors and your department asking about scholarships and funding available. Because if you be late, there will be some other person or 10 more people applying for it, and you might miss out on that opportunity.
Yeah, so there's some that are before you get here, like once you've are trying to get admitted, or once you've got admitted, there's scholarships that you can apply for online, or even through relationships with professors. Maybe you have a mentor in the department, or someone who's helping guide you. Those are great people to reach out to. But also there's scholarships available for once you actually get here. Even after you've started your journey, students can actually pick up scholarships along the way. I know here at UT Dallas, there's people that if they take so many amount of courses per semester and get a 4.0 GPA, they get like a Dean's Scholar or something like that allows them to get extra scholarship funding. Or there's ones where people are teaching assistants. If you're a teaching assistant, not only do you get payment, but then you also qualify for in-state tuition. So that's 50% discount. And so there's scholarships and discounts you can get even after funding you can get after you reach America. So there's some that you can apply for and get before, and others you can get while you're here. And when you combine those, that can save you a lot of money. Here's a special opportunity for helping you to achieve your dream of going abroad. Foreign Admits founders have firsthand experience of the process and hard work that goes behind studying at your dream university. Passion and dedication runs deep in this ed tech startup, right from evaluating which course aligns best with the career goals of the student or working professional to assisting in getting the student visa. Foreign Admits guides and supports at every step of the study abroad dream. The recent initiative by Foreign Admits answers the biggest challenge of every ambition student: funds. The Dream Big Scholarship by Foreign Admits is India's largest private study abroad scholarship and offers scholarships worth $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Moreover, this scholarship program offers students up to 100% tuition fee waiver across over 5,000 courses in 500 plus universities. With this program, Foreign Admits wants to give every student the opportunity to grow to their fullest potential, and funds should not come in their way. The Dream Big Scholarship is open to all students willing to apply for postgraduate degree in the UK, US, and Canada. A student can apply for this by simply filling and stating your career goals, for example, which country you are targeting, which course you are interested in, do you plan on giving GMAT, GRE, or other tests, etc. Well, if all this didn't sound enough to you, this program also gives free flight travel insurance and lots of exciting offers. Make sure you check out the Dream Big Scholarship by Foreign Admits right now. Also, if you're targeting Ivy League colleges and are not sure what goes into a successful application for it, Foreign Admits has a solution for this, and that too is free of cost. You can book a free mentorship call with alumni of Ivy League colleges. These mentors are meticulously selected, and it's ensured that they align with the overall vision of Foreign Admits to help students unleash their potential. You can also book more one-on-one sessions with 3 mentors of your choice to seek guidance at every step of your application to Ivy League colleges. Links are in the video description to sign up and learn more.
Yeah, I myself applied afterwards. I came here and I got in from the first semester, and the criteria, every university has a criteria that if you remain a certain GPA around 3.70 or some, then it carry forwards to the next semester. So those are the criterias, and definitely check those out. And please email your professors and university. That is very important to stay connected. And there are many more points, but yeah, I'll just say that you have to be aware and in touch with the university and professors in order to grab the scholarship opportunity.
That's so true. Most students aren't asking those questions, and you'll be surprised even if you just ask what you'll find, what opportunities will be there, and what scholarships they might offer you. You just have to ask, which again is what most students are not doing. So if you ask and stand out, you have a really good chance. All right, so our chai question for this video, friends, is would scholarships help you in your study abroad journey? Are you looking for a scholarship? So let us know in the comments below if a scholarship would help you in funding your study abroad journey. Let us know in the comments. Now, Gaurav, what other tips would you give to people about how to apply to these scholarships, how to approach people? What do people need to think about when they're applying, filling out the forms? What's going to help them stand out in trying to achieve and get these scholarships when there's competition for them?
I will start with the websites which they can use to apply. So how to apply? So there are, as I said before, there is scholarships.com, fastweb.com, which is the parent website of monster.com, which is a free scholarship search website. Then there is a shag.com, which is like a textbook website where you buy textbooks or get notes and stuff. Then there is a capex.com, which also has scholarships, plus you can search universities over there. Then there is another website called the College Board, in which there is a big future website, which also gives you information about scholarships. And there is another website, which is niche.com, that also has all the university list and the scholarship list, which you can get. And the main, very important, which is very basic, is university's website. If you go to university's website and if you go to the funding section or your scholarship section, you will be able to find a lot of information. And also they have email ID and a phone number if you're in the United States. If you're not, then email ID where you can email and ask more about those scholarships. So this were all the information about the websites. Now, the tips about how to do it and what to do it. So it's like the first and foremost thing is start early. Why? Because most of the students, they do not start early enough to get those scholarships and they miss the deadlines. So they have deadlines and timelines specified at university's website. So you should check that out, and you should be prepared like how to do it by starting early so that you have some kind of time frame to plan out your education or plan out your scholarship options. Then the another point I would say is research. And then after researching, you should apply. Research is another, it's not like you can start with 2 websites, which I told you, or whichever you find on the internet. And then if you want to compare your scholarship options more, then you can go with the 3rd and 4th website. But it's very important to research, because without researching, you should not blindly go over the things which your friends or your alumni might tell you, but do your own research, because as I was talking to Rob, there is no spoon feeding in America. You have to get yourself the things done. So it's very important to research and then apply for those kinds of scholarships. And then you have to complete the 3rd tip, which I would like to give, is complete all your scholarship documents and the paperwork which you have to fill out, because there are some criteria and some eligibility which you have to fill out the paperwork, and then they will let you know that how to do it. So if you misunderstand anything, or if you miss something to write down in your documents, then it might create an issue and you might not be able to qualify for that scholarship. And the 4th point or the tip, would I say that it's not related to scholarship, but I would say that request to the university to extend your funding, or the enrollment deposit. Now, every university where you enroll yourself, they have certain amount of enrollment deposit. But if you're not sure that you are going to, suppose you have 3 admits and you like all the 3 universities, but you are waiting for your scholarship amount. You want to see first which scholarship you are getting from those universities. So request your university to extend your deposit amount if they can do it, because suppose you're getting more funding from another university and you already paid your deposit in one university, then you won't be able to switch universities. So it's very important to request them to extend your payment period of the deposit, so that you are making it sure that, okay, you are going to the university and which gives you good scholarship and there is no regrets. And the last point, the 5th point I would like to say is ask for assistance. Like as Rob said, you have to ask questions, you have to ask help. Find a mentor or go to university, call them, email them. And it's not possible to do all by yourself. Then ask who's experienced. Like ask your seniors or ask your friends, and ask many of the current international students who are studying. And always, there is nothing wrong in asking questions. You won't look dumb, or you won't look like you don't know anything, but it's very important to engage, to ask, to stand out, and always be aware of what things are going around you. And best thing is to know from someone from their experience. So it's always good to ask, and you will know how it goes.
Yeah, and ask the current students who are at the college as well. You know, they're also great tips to guide you with everything, but especially how to get funding and scholarships. I want to thank our sponsors, Foreign Admits, one more time. Be sure to check out the links in the video description to learn about the Dream Big Scholarship Initiative and special Ivy League college guidance. Gaurav, this has been amazing. My friends, if this has been helpful, give a big like and thumbs up to this video to say thanks to Gaurav, and be sure to check out his YouTube channel. Gaurav has his own YouTube channel with incredible information from his own experience about helping people here in America. So we'll have a link to that. Go check that out. You'll find some incredible resources there. And Gaurav, thanks so much for hanging out and sharing about these tips on scholarships.
It was always glad to collaborate and talk to you, and always it's fun making videos, and I'm sure you also enjoyed it. And thank you so much for inviting, and hopefully we'll meet in the next video.
Indeed, this has been fun. Don't forget to check out Gaurav's other video about structural engineering as well, his master's degree. And friends, thanks so much for joining us at Chai and Coaching. Be sure to subscribe, connect with us online and social media. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time at Chai and Coaching. Cheers.